I think there are various measures here that the industry is looking at in order to bring normalcy back into our aviation industry. If we just take a step back and put things into perspective and look at some numbers, 2019 we saw 12.5 million passengers fly daily. That's over 4.5 billion travelers a year. Aviation carried 61 billion tons of cargo. 107,000 scheduled flights took to the sky. That's about 39 million scheduled aircraft that is operated. 2020 was expected to even expected to reach 4.7 billion travelers. Now, what the industry is looking for, I think it's key here to note that there is a massive diplomatic effort underway here, led by the UN agency responsible for aviation, which is ICAO, the International Civil Aviation Organization. So this effort includes agencies from IATA, ACI, WHO, and 30 other states and other high-profile dignitaries. Now, the Council had developed that Council Aviation Recovery Task Force. The aim of the task force is to identify and bring some recommended strategic priorities and policies so that aviation could restart again, and make some recommendations on the strategic priorities. And part of that is bring some uniformity among states, look at multilateral efforts to support the global industry to restart again. From a MedAire and international SOS group perspective, we're involved in multiple efforts to support the industry, and we have been since the beginning of the crisis, supporting global workforce within the industry with border closure information, with health and immigration information. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in for a moment because time is relatively short here. I hear what you're saying about the need to bring in some consistency, but isn't the reality that we are going to get a piecemeal approach from different authorities for the time being, and that is just going to make it increasingly difficult for people who want to travel? Plus, as the airlines continue to keep their load factor low by taking out things like middle seats, it means it's going to take them a long time to become profitable again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is going to be a piecemeal. I think multiple efforts are taken by various countries. Countries are sovereign nations, and countries would need to work together to bring a unified approach here. And there isn't a single sided approach that is going to solve the problem. It's going to be a multi-effort that is going to need to be taken. And we're progressively seeing countries start to do that. But the key message here is a uniformity is needed on a global level to ensure that no country is left behind. It's economically unviable to have middle seats empty for airplanes. It's unrealistic and logistically difficult for airports to maintain those physical distancing. It's probably easier now while travel load is low. However, as you get into the normal load factor, it's extremely difficult to maintain that. So alternative methods, scientifically proven methods, are currently being examined to try to achieve that, support the industry.